Trying to recover from a broken down heart. It's so hard starting over, fighting your way in the dark. Memories of you haunt me every second of the day. They keep yelling at me in the silence they portray. Screaming in the night, wakes me up from my sleep. My eyes are soaking wet from all the tears that I weep. When you coming home is a question on my mind, but you never answer me, ignoring me.
I'm most excited to be back at Lambeau and have a new opportunity to go out there and get a dub in front of the home crowd.
Every time we get to play in front of, this community, it means a lot to us.
This is an important division game, so we got to be focused and locked in.
Picked off! Leaping grab, touchdown! Hit from behind, ball is out! All right, let's go!
And winning NFC North is, I think, the most important thing that we need as a team to be focused on.
Winning the division is something that's been a blank check mark, in the 7 years that I've been playing football.
Touchdown!
It always starts with the NFC North and trying to get back on top of that. Winning the division, you control your own destiny after that. Very important and something that we, have right in front of us.
Safeties are high, coverage is soft. Here's the snap. McCarthy looks, fires left side, and it's intercepted on the overthrow. Intercepted on the play. Evan Williams. His second game in a row with an interception, and that will do it. Evan Williams delivers his second consecutive dagger. Intercepted. Evan Williams delivers his second consecutive dagger.
You hold a team to 6 points, it's great. And to be able to come up with so many turnovers like that, is a big-time job by everybody on the defense.
Rashawn Gary gets there this time and forces an interception.
We got one of the best defenses in this league, if not the best. We got great DC, great players, all coming together. It looks good.
Obviously, our defense with a dominant performance. The play of the game was on special teams. Zane Anderson recovering that punt.
On the biggest play of the game, the Packers have it.
That's the complimentary ball we've been talking about, and we capitalize on it. So, we'll definitely enjoy this win, but like we said, it's a good stretch of NFC North games right here that we got to go out there and find a way to go 1-0 next week as well.
Let's keep stacking, baby. Let's go. Go Pack.
You talk about a total team effort. All three phases contributed in that win. Give it up for yourself. Yeah. How about our defense, man? Yeah. The entire defense getting a game ball. However, for this guy's ability, representing the defense, his ability to come in, control the green dot, had a pick today.
I just love you guys, man. I love coming in every day, and I give them my all for y'all, honestly. And let's keep stacking them up and, be on a mission.
Not too many times in this league you get 42 rushing attempts in a game. Got to give it up for the offensive line today. And another guy that came in had 28 carries, 107 yards.
Appreciate it for the opportunity, man. Let's get right to work.
Last but not least, defense. First of all, McManus coming in, making all his picks. Hell of a job there. Daniel Whelan kicking it out of the ball. This guy, this was the play of the game. Oh, yes. Oh, give it up for Zane Anderson.
I appreciate you guys, man. This organization took a chance on me a few years ago, and I love you boys, man. I love coming up to work with you guys, and let's just keep going one another.
Let's go, fellas. Family at 3. 1, 2, 3.
Total team victory complementary football, whatever you want to call it, you guys were it today.
Well, all three phases contributed. Obviously, our defense with a dominant performance. I thought the play of the game was on special teams, Zane Anderson recovering that punt. And then offensively, you know, we did what we needed to do. We kind of took the air out of it in the second half and just kept running the ball, and it was straight downhill runs and, you know, made it our type of game.
100 yards rushing plus for Emmanuel Wilson, 2 touchdowns. You talk about stepping up and being the next man up. He did it.
Yeah, absolutely. He did a great job. I was really proud of his effort, and I thought Chris Brooks went in there and did a good job as well. So 2 guys that were running hard. We got a lot of confidence and faith in. They played a lot of football for us, and it was good. They answered the call, and I'm really proud of both those guys.
Defensively, no Quay Walker, a bigger and different role for Isaiah McDuffie. And he goes out and leads you in tackles, intercepts a pass, had a half sack. Yeah. Not a bad day for Isaiah.
Great day for Isaiah, and he's a guy that, you know, consistently shows up, does all the little things the right way. He's a great leader for us. There's a reason he was voted the captain, because he does everything the right way, and I can't say enough great things about him. His ability to get everybody on the same page, the green dot, that's a big responsibility. You're talking about the quarterback of the defense, and he went in there and, you know, we didn't miss a beat.
You mentioned Zane Anderson earlier. He not only causes the fumble, I think he knocked the blocker into the return man and got it all screwed up for them, but he also recovers the ball. And offense, defense, special teams, everybody stepping up big to beat the Vikings.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought, you know, that was a critical play in the game. I mean, that really swung the momentum, gave us a 2-score lead. That was the most pivotal play of the football game.
Matt, final thing for you. Was this just the kind of performance you needed, and now you turn around right away, you got the Lions on Thursday, but is this the kind of performance as far as getting consistent, good football and building on it?
Yeah, I mean, any time that all 3 phases contribute, you know, took the air out of it a little bit in the second half of the offense, but I think bottom line is just finding a way to get a dub, and our guys did that.
That like when you drop back into coverage and you know you got a chance to pick something off?
Oh, it's a great feeling. You know, that's the goal every time you drop back in coverage, you know, so it's definitely just a great feeling.
And what did it feel like out there when you guys putting your ears back and getting after? I think you had 10 quarterback hits, 5 sacks. It just seemed like you guys dictated pace and play today.
Yeah, that was a game plan. You know, we wanted to get after them, and that's what we did today.
Can you talk about setting the tone? The first quarter that hit on Hockenson really seemed to get the defense going.
You know, I just seen him, and I just had a good break. And, you know, when the guy's in that position, you know, I like to lay the wood, you say, I guys, right? So.
Last week, you guys said you didn't feel like you played your standard. Do you feel like that was your standard? Why or why not?
I would say so. You know, as a defense, you know, anytime you can hold a team to 6 points, you know, that's big. So we just got to keep carrying it over.
What does this do for you guys in the division? Obviously, 2-0 in the division. The next few games, you got the NFC North. What does this do with the win that you guys got today?
Just got to keep stacking. You know, we say it every day, and you know we preach it, and you know we just got to just keep doing it. We just got to be about it every day. Come to the building, work hard, and just keep stacking it up.
How much of an emphasis was that, Isaiah, for you guys? I know last year the division games didn't go your way, but how much of an emphasis was that to do better in the NFC North?
It's huge. You know, that's the first goal of the year is to win the North, and we know anytime we play those guys, it's going to be a physical game, and like you said, you got to pin your ears back, and you know, got to go to work.
It looked like from the start today, more hats to the ball, more finishing, not only on defense but on special teams. Did it feel that way to you as the game went on?
I think we played complimentary ball today, and you've seen it. You know, the offense is feeding off the defense is feeding off special teams. It's very complimentary, and I think, you know, that's when we play our best ball.
Yeah, that play that they had with Zane recovering and the rough and everything, how much of a game changer was that for you guys and just being able to kind of get a big moment there?
It's huge. You know, anytime you can make a play on special teams, force a takeaway, you know, that's huge. You know, that's like a 7-8 point differential right there, just being able to do that. So, you know, those plays are huge.
That was the standard of the defense right there, what you guys have been preaching, what you put out there in the second half or just the whole game overall?
Yeah, I mean, just we want to show that, you know, when we play our type of play style and
You know, we play the dominant football that we know that we can, you know, dictate a game, dictate what it's going to look like. And yeah, we feel pretty good about it. I got to, you know, watch the film. There's definitely some things that we can clean up in the run game, at least in the first half. But I think we held them to 30-some yards passing. I think that's a pretty good day, in my words.
We hear a lot about complimentary football. I don't know if you guys get sick of it or maybe it's a cliche or whatnot, but today I think really kind of showed exactly what that can look like for you guys, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just when everybody's, you know, firing on all cylinders, you're able to get turnover on special teams. You know, offenses goes down the field their first drive and, you know, scores a touchdown. Just gives us, you know, confidence on the defense side of the ball that, okay, you know, we feel the just, you know, on all phases we understand that, you know, wherever we're at, and if we could get a stop, that, you know, that's going to turn into points, especially if they're backed up. You know, we had a couple situations where they're in their own 20, and we just have those conversations pre-drive that, you know, we get a stop here, 3 and out, turnover, like those are point-producing plays. So, yeah, I would say we played some pretty good complementary football, and you know, offense makes it easy when they're scoring like that.
Now you've got the quick turnaround. You've already done the quick turnaround earlier this year from week 1 to week 2. You won both of those games. Does that give you any kind of, I don't know, blueprint as to how to handle the next couple of days?
No, it's a different opponent. I mean, you kind of got to adjust on the fly each week. I mean, and we understand that coming into this week, they're going to have a chip on their shoulder. You know, we got them early in the year, and, you know, now we're at their house. So it's a little bit of a different blueprint, but it definitely helps, you know, being able to at least, you know, have that kind of plan that, you know, we've done it before, and, you know, we understand that what the schedule is going to look like and all that. I feel like everybody's, you know, prepped, but at the same time, you got to have that sense of urgency. You know, throughout the week, can't let it be a relaxed type week. You know, although that we don't have those physical practices, we got to, you know, have that same mental urgency. Yeah, definitely helps though, having one of those short weeks under your belt.
Wish I was a kid again, believing in fairy tales. Jack and Jill falling down the hill, trying to put water in a pail. Alice in Wonderland, chasing a cat all across the land. Where she went, nobody knows, but she started it all, going down that rabbit hole. Everything seemed possible and love was all around. Grandma cooking her green bean casserole, telling us she loved us all without making a sound. Fairy tales, oh, how I wish they'd come true. Fairy tales, cheering me up whenever I was blue. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put that fat egg back together again. Fairy tales, oh, how they go on. Fairy tales in my memories, how they carry me along. Once upon a time, I was loved by the greatest grandma in the world. She made all of the wrongs feel right. She took sadness and covered it in diamonds and pearl. She was right when I needed a place to stand. She was always so soft when she took me by the hand. Everything seemed possible and love was all around. Grandma cooking her green bean casserole, telling us she loved us all without making a sound. Fairy tales, oh, how I wish they'd come true. Fairy tales, cheering me up whenever I was blue. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put that fat egg back together again. Fairy tales, oh, how they go on. Fairy tales in my memories, how they carry me along. I believe in fairy tales as the way it will always be. The tortoise and the hare, while that rabbit quietly sleeps. I need a fairy tale, I really need to believe, because the memories of this world have brought me down to my knees. Fairy tale, oh how I wish they come true. Fairy tale, cheering me up whenever I was blue. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put that fat egg back together again. Fairy tales, oh how they go on. Ooh, fairy tales in my memories, how they carry me along. Happiness wasn't ever too far away. It hid behind so many stories of my childhood from yesterday. Hello, my fairy tale, you're looking good, my old friends. You made me so happy once again, but just like those old fairy tales, everything must come to an end. Wakes me up from my sleep, my eyes are soaking wet from all the tears that I weep.